Welcome to Let the Quran Speak. McDonald's and Starbucks have reported a drop in their stocks in the last quarter by 4% and 2% respectively. Both companies say it is as a result of boycotts because of their supposed support for Israel. Dr. Shabir, welcome to Let the Quran Speak.
Pleasure to be on.
There are a lot of people boycotting different companies, McDonald's, Starbucks, many others, Dr. Shabir. This shows me that, it is the small actions of ordinary people that can make a difference.
Yeah, a lot of, grassroots work can be done to bring about greater good for society, for people in general, for the people in Gaza in particular, especially since right now they have no one to turn to. The world powers are not coming to their aid swiftly enough or in a meaningful manner as we would expect. And so, the deaths continue, the killing continues, people are crowded into Rafah now. If we think about 85% of the population being displaced out of 2.2 million people, 85% of the people, being now without their original homes, some living in tents, and they don't know what tomorrow will bring, whether they will be alive or dead. Whatever little people can do at the grassroots level, we should do, whether it means joining rallies, getting a voice to all the powers that be. And spend our money wisely so that money talks. For many of the big corporations, the bottom line is what is going to make a difference for them. Many do not seem to care about the moralities of the issue, the morality of the issues that they get into. They think about, whether this will improve their bottom line or not. So let us show them that, if you support immoral behavior, then we will not support you.
Mm-hmm. Now, Dr. Shabir, we know that McDonald's was offering free meals in Israel to all soldiers. So that was the issue that made people really upset. And then Starbucks has a workers' union. And the workers' union, soon in October, they expressed support for Gaza. And as a result, Starbucks sued them. So it sued them and it said, they were supporting Hamas. So this caused people to be upset again. And of course, the Muslim community is really galvanized on the Palestine issue. I don't think political leaders realize and companies realize how important this is to Muslims and really the wider world.
Yes, one doesn't have to be a Muslim to see that, to kill children is so wrong. In fact, as you know, Safiyyah, I've been involved in many debates, with atheists in particular. And I followed, philosophers and others who have debated with atheists to show that God exists. And one of the arguments that is often used is the moral argument for the existence of God. The argument goes something like this: like, we all have a sense that some things are right and some things are wrong, and we ask, where does that sense come from? And the answer is that it must come from God, because that moral sense cannot come from material substances like atoms. Atoms do not have any moral sense. So if we're just made up of atoms, where does the moral sense come from? It must be something that is given to us by God, who is the source of all morality. What is interesting, though, is that in such debates, to drive home this point that we all have that moral sense, an example is given. Everybody agrees that it would be wrong to torture a child for no reason. So, killing a child, this is in all books, in all religions, to all people, regardless of religion or no religion. This is just so simply wrong. And we can see what is happening in Gaza right now with so many children being killed. If you think about 27,000 people being killed altogether, about 40% of them being children, we're talking about thousands and thousands of children being killed. And UNICEF recently reported that, according to their estimates, some 17,000 children are left without any parent or guardian. They're just like unaccompanied. So we're talking about so many dead, so many left as orphans and so on. Like, where is the world? Where is the morality in people? Where is that sense that, yeah, this is so totally wrong? So one doesn't have to be Muslim to see that this is wrong.
Dr. Shabir, I feel like people are feeling so helpless right now, People all over the world care about this issue and they want to do something. But, just changing a small action in your life can make a difference. This is what the McDonald's and Starbucks numbers show me. That, if you forego your cup of coffee or just, go to a different store or a different coffee shop, you can make a difference in the large scheme of things.
Yes. At the same time, we don't want to make life difficult for Muslims. Muslims already have many restrictions to live by. There are certain things which are permissible for us, certain things which are haram or impermissible. Some things are not necessarily haram, but we would avoid them anyhow because they're detestable in some way. So to add more into the haram or to the list of things to be avoided, this can sometimes seem a little bit more difficult. But where you have the choice and where you can easily choose between this and that, or even with some self-deprivation, you can manage to spend your money where you feel that this will produce much greater good in the world. And of course, to refuse to spend your money in ways that are going to contribute to the evils in the world, well, then, yes, this is going to be on your scale of good deeds on the day of judgment. What would it take to give up a certain favorite drink, like, whether it be your particular coffee or whatever the case may be, then we're not even saying give it up altogether. We're just saying, choose among the suppliers.
Yes. And many Muslims are doing it without necessarily getting a directive to do it. They're doing it of their own will because they care so much,
Yes. And of course, even our non-Muslim viewers would look at, where they're going, where they spend their money, ask, where does your dollar actually go? Okay, you want that drink at the moment, you want that personal satisfaction for the moment, but think of a greater level of satisfaction knowing that your money is going to something that will be for the greater good of society on the whole. Of course, a large percentage goes into the pockets of the entrepreneurs and the corporate execs and so on. But if a small bit of that can go to make a difference in the lives of people in Gaza and elsewhere where people are suffering so badly, this will give us a better feel at the end of the day, knowing that we have done one little bit.
Yeah, and it's not just about the coffee. It's about a mindset change, right? It's about realizing, okay, you have some power within you, no matter how powerless you seem or how small you seem. If you come together and you all agree to do something, it can make a difference.
Yes, and I think the one thing that people need to bear in mind is that there is power in numbers. Like one person, by your one choice, it's not going to make much difference. But collectively, if a lot of people choose to do the right thing, then the right thing will be done.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Thank you, Dr. Shabir.
You're welcome.
We're going to take a short break. We'll be back in a moment.
Assalamu alaikum. We have some exciting news to share with you.
As you know, Let the Quran Speak has been on TV screens and social media for 22 years.
We've been reaching people all around the world, spreading positivity and good and helping people experience the beauty of Islam and the accomplishments of Muslims.
We've been shooting in this very space for the past 2 decades.
And now, with the help of Allah, we're about to get the keys to Muslim Media Hub.
If you like what we're doing, you're gonna love Muslim Media Hub even more.
Because it's the next step up.
Think new TV shows, podcasts, social media content, and film.
We'll have new talent, more youth, and a lot more space and resources to do what we love. Spread the message of Allah.
Our Muslim Media Hub costs $2.4 million.
And for that, we need to raise $300,000. Please give whatever you can. Every dollar counts.
It's our collective responsibility to share the message of Islam with our fellow human beings. Please help establish Muslim Media Hub so we can do this.
It's a sadaqah jariyah, something that will continue to be of benefit to the Muslim community long after we are gone.
Thank you, and may Allah bless you and your loved ones today and always.
Assalamu alaikum.